G'day everyone, and welcome to the project where I'm going to show you how to make your own layout lighting. So what you'll need for this project is a bar light or some sort of light source, various lengths of aluminium tubing depending on your layout size, some double-sided tape, the aluminium tubing joiners, a power drill and some screws or bolts, and some plastic to diffuse the light. So you may have noticed that I've had to use a hammer to get the components onto each other, and this is because the plastic can be quite tight when it's bought. As you can see, the ridge there is where it's meant to be tight, so it grabs on to the tubing, but it can be overly tight, and sometimes the tubing won't fit on properly, so it has to be hammered, and this sometimes causes this top plastic bit to this ridge to sort of come away a bit. That's no drama as long as they're fitting nice and tight. I also find that getting rid of the barcodes or the stickers that came from the shop when with the products helps them to go on a bit easier to the tubing. So here's the completed frame. As you can see, the light's got to go on still, but it's a pretty easy thing to construct. Some holes have been pre-drilled so they can be drilled into the layout, and some holes will need to be screwed or drilled so the lights can be screwed in, but other than that, that is the frame. Very easy to construct. Another thing to note is that you have to get the tubing or cut the tubing to whatever length is suitable to your layout. So the shorter pieces, as you can see there, they were cut from a longer piece, but the other two were as bought. But there's no point in me really telling you the lengths because it's really got to be customised to the layout that the lighting construction is being attached to. The lights that I'm using for this project are LED bar lights. It's a cool white, it's a plug into the wall light. These ones, luckily, they come with like little screws and brackets that can be screwed into something like this, far easier than I find something like double-sided tape. But you can really use any sort of light, like a fluorescent light. These are a cool white LED light, but you could use warm white ones, or even LED strips would do the same job. It just really depends what lighting effect and size you're looking for your layout lighting. And always vacuum up straight after, because otherwise you get metal shavings stuck in the carpet or floor, and it could really hurt if it gets stuck in skin. So now the light's on, it's almost ready to go up to the layout. As normally it would be ready to go up to the layout, but these LED lights are extremely bright, and because this layout has interior lighting on it, it can take away that effect a bit and be a bit overpowering. So I'm going to put this diffuser plastic on so it dulls the light down a bit. Although if the light is dim enough or to the way you want it, make sure you test it first, then you can skip this step and move on to putting it up on the layout. So for this step you need double-sided tape, plastic and some scissors, and simply I'm doing it by 2 lengths of double-sided tape the whole way along the light, and then again on the other side, and then bending this plastic when it's cut correctly around the light so it covers the light enough to diffuse it. This plastic came in about a 1.5 metre roll, So what I'm doing is just cutting it with scissors once it's wrapped around, and then sticking it with the double-sided tape. So now comes the mounting process. So this one's mounted with screws to the back here, and then at the other end as well. It will be the same on the other side. One thing to also consider is if your light is not battery powered and has a cord, how that cord is going to be mounted to the power source. This will eventually be tied back with cable ties. I would recommend the holes for the aluminium tubing is pre-drilled before you start constructing it, otherwise it'll be a bit of a pain when coming to screw it into the board here. I won't show you the actual mounting of it because it's got to be made sure it's level with a spirit level, and there's a bit of fiddling around to do. So I'll show you the end result. So the new frame and light are now attached to the layout. It is also attached to the current frame with a bolt. That's easily undone if necessary. That's just for a bit more stability. You can also see the cords are attached to the frame with cable ties, and they go down to the power point below. Although the layout still looks good without the lights on, and you can especially pick up the station lighting and the interior lighting that's put on the layout, the lighting greatly improves it, as you'll see. It really brightens up the whole layout and makes it look fantastic. You can still pick up the interior lighting and the station lighting, and if necessary you can turn it off. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to bringing you some more soon.